Welcome to the podcast, everybody. My name is definitely the same name that I've had since I started this. And today I am featured by Darkwave. Say hello, Darkwave.
Hello, everyone.
How are you today?
I am still tired. I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired too. It's like one of those situations. But then again, I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm like kind of agitated at that. But you know, it's whatever. Work from home jobs. I don't think we're gonna have a long podcast today. We're just gonna pretty much talk about SummerSlam, and you know how I genuinely can say that it's one of the. It was actually a good SummerSlam. I thought it was gonna be shit like the last time, but you know it was actually pretty good. I don't even remember the last SummerSlam because it was so bad. What the fuck was on the last SummerSlam?
That was last year with Bianca Belair beating, not Bianca, Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Beating Bianca in 26 seconds. That show.
Oh, the one
you had John Cena versus Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus Edge. That was good.
Okay, the Seth Rollins versus Edge match.
Rollins and Edge.
Yeah.
SummerSlam last year was ultimately forgettable. I mean, gives a shit.
That's why I forgot about it. Didn't Big E fight on it?
Big E. I don't remember if he had a match. He probably did against somebody. Was he WWE champion?
I don't remember. I
think he was WWE champion.
I think Brock Lesnar was already. Wasn't Brock Lesnar already champion? I don't care.
No, that's when Brock came back.
Yeah.
So Big E. No. He wasn't champ yet. Remember, it was Bobby Lashley versus Flirt.
Oh yeah, it was Bobby Lashley versus the old man who keeps fucking. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, I don't think so. Bobby Lashley probably did not have a match, and if he did, I don't.
Well, all I know is now we can actually say in the books. Ever since Vince left, looks like the event's going to start getting better and better and better. Hopefully, Triple H can put his NXT spin on it. Because so far, we got two people back. We got Dakota Kai, who clearly wasn't there. And now she's back, working with Io Sky now. And, you know, Bailey. That's fun. But...
yeah, hopefully it's good. I'm not sure how I feel about... well, it's supposed to be a faction. And not just her lackeys. So if they're not like her lackeys, I'm 100% honest. If they're just... I trust Mr. Levesque just based off what he did in Black and Gold NXT.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried, but as long as they are treated more as equals and not just Bailey's lackeys, you know.
Yeah, like Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm sure they'll have their lackey-like moments, but as long as the overall picture is, you know, a faction of equals, then, you know, we'll see.
We will see. But, yeah, I hope Triple H saves Tommaso Ciampa from being a Miz lackey, which was highly disappointing to see. But
well, he's starring AJ Styles feud with Ciampa, so... hopefully, somehow, some way, during this feud, he breaks away from the Miz. I mean, it probably won't. It'll probably turn to be a tag team match. Logan Paul and
AJ Styles.
Yeah, versus Miz and Ciampa at Clash at the Castle.
Good.
That's what I hope, and that's the one thing I hope fans understand, that Triple H, you're not going to see immediate change. Well, a lot of things you're going to still see, you know, a lot that I don't want to say that Vince would do, but you like the storylines that we currently have and stuff like that, you're going to still see them be somewhat done.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you have to finish them up. Can't just not have them, you know, be finished.
Yeah.
So, but over time, I think we'll see people, you know, even people that we haven't seen, like Dijak or T-Bar, or whatever the fuck you want to call them,
Yeah.
And you'll see Champa, and you'll see change, but it'll be slowly. But the little changes now is always welcome. You know, EO, Dakota. You might get Sasha and Bailey back. So it should be
yeah. I would love to see that. I would love to see that at 110%. But I guess we can get into it. What did you think of the Bianca Belair match with Becky Lynch for the 90th time that they fought?
I mean, it was a good match. I did, again, for those watching, I did not watch the show live, A, and B, I really only watched all the important things. I will not be giving star ratings or any comment or every freaking move in the match. But from what I've seen of the Bianca match,
yeah,
it was fine. That was probably her. I saw pretty much the last sequence. The Spanish Fly looked good.
Oh yeah, that was
and good. The KOD was probably her most, like, I guess, intense KOD that she did. She put a lot of oomph into it.
Yeah. And we're not gonna get star ratings today because you didn't, what's good. It's fine. We can just talk about the matches in the future, which is Clash at the Castle for some fucking reason. But yeah.
And Becky turning babyface was the right decision.
Oh yeah. Her remaining heel and probably looking extra dumb every week was actually starting to.
Well, it's not even that. It's just she wasn't good as a heel. Not this type of heel anyway.
No, she's not.
The fans did not want to boo her. There's a lot of indifference.
Yeah.
She wasn't like getting cheered, but it was a lot of indifference with the crowds. Unlike her husband here, who is, well, we'll get to him later.
We'll get to him. But other than that match was a solid match. I like the results of the match, which is Bianca won. Then there was Logan Paul versus The Miz. Now, I said this before, Logan Paul has potential. It's just, at this point, I was just like, oh, okay. The Miz is making him look, a little bit good. But yeah, other than that, it was an okay match. I can honestly say Logan Paul did better than Bad Bunny so far.
I'll say I've seen some of that match. Like I pretty much watched the ending sequences of most of the matches. I was at work, but I will say this: Logan Paul, no matter how people may feel about him, social media wise and all that.
Yeah.
Of every celebrity that we've had, he's probably the best we've ever had, celebrity wise, in terms of in ring. From a technical standpoint, in ring. Not saying that Pat McAfee is bad or even Bad Bunny was bad in their performances, but
yeah,
Logan Paul blows both of them out of the water in terms of in ring for now. So for those who don't think he has no passion in this endeavor, that is being a WWE superstar or wherever his contract entails, we don't know.
Yeah.
But for those who don't think he has passion, I think after WrestleMania and after tonight, even though it's against The Miz, but The Miz is a safe worker. He can keep you safe and he can, sell for you, bump for you, and do everything he needs to do. He's solid. He's a veteran. You can easily tell that Logan Paul is, A, likes this shit, and B, is very committed.
Yeah.
And when you have these celebrities, that's really all. And this is not saying that Bad Bunny and Pat McAfee aren't. Obviously, Pat McAfee is, and obviously Bad Bunny,
yeah,
his WrestleMania match was great too. So they're all committed. It's just that Logan Paul's just better. I mean, it's just what it is.
Yeah.
The contract that he got, whatever the contract is very much deserved at this point. Now, I'm not saying he needs to be WWE champ, but
oh god, no.
For whatever contract he's doing, he deserves it. And if he ever wanted to become a full-time on the road kind of guy, I mean, based off his performances, I'm fine with that. Why not? It was good. I'm glad to see a celebrity, or the celebrities that we've had, the Bad Bunnies, the Pats, and all that. I'm glad to see that they're not just there to, advertise something of theirs. They actually have passion for what is going on in the ring. So it's good.
Yeah, I get that. It's just like I said. It's like I can't wait to see if he has a third match. I want to see if he can continue this up, or was it just a 2-match thing? Because his first match was technically against Rey Mysterio, and the second match was against The Miz. So, and also I would feel better if he did start being in more matches, but not no title matches, because he's gonna instantly get booed because he got booed yesterday, and he's the babyface.
Yeah.
Like Logan Paul.
Well, no one likes Logan Paul, so
yeah.
People don't like Logan Paul, the human, the person.
Yeah.
So now they did cheer him after, he started doing good shit.
Yeah.
Those death-defying shits. But
yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard for them to push him as a true babyface, because the crowds are very against Logan Paul, the person.
Yeah.
And it's going to be hard to keep him face. It's like it's going to be a certain hard for another person to stay heel. Yeah. But, we'll see.
Yeah, and hopefully with Vince gone, we don't have to have face versus heel matches for every match. We can have heel versus heel and face versus face as well. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes you just let the fans decide. As long as the story is told well, any... babyface, heel. As long as the story is told well,
yeah,
it's fine. Just let the fans decide who is the babyface for this match, essentially.
Yeah.
Or that particular match. Just let the fans decide.
Yeah, like legit. Like we don't have to have straight babyface. I would love to see a heel versus heel match right now. Like when they don't care about their opponent and would do anything to get their opponent beat down. So that's how I feel. But Vince McMahon's machinations are still there. Hopefully Triple H can fix it. The next match is Bobby Lashley versus Theory. Now, when I say that this match was so quick and pointless that I blinked and was like, wait, what the fuck? It's over? It was the most predictable. No, it wasn't the most predictable. It was the most pointless match on the card. That's the best way to describe it. Did you see any part of that match?
Something.
Huh?
But I mean, we all knew Logan Paul wasn't. Logan Paul, Jesus. We all knew Theory wasn't winning that match.
Yeah.
Why would he?
Don't know. But legit, that match was just pointless and unnecessary. To the point where I literally saw it again and then turned back around and it was already over. But okay.
I don't know, mate. I don't know what they're doing with Austin Theory. I know he's Money in the Bank, so at some point between now and next July,
yeah,
he has to cash in. I kind of wish they didn't give him Money in the Bank, really, because I still think this is a little too soon for him.
Yeah.
Not saying we haven't had young champions before, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, etc.
Yeah.
But it's just like, by the time they were champions, they were seemingly very over with the audience. With Austin Theory, it's like he just got there. Now with Brock, he had just got there too, but look at what they did with Brock. They made this man a absolute fucking destruction.
Yeah.
Randy Orton was part of Evolution and held the Intercontinental Championship for 7 months. So he had established himself. Yeah. Austin Theory really hasn't done much of anything. He was United States champion for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And he really hasn't done much of anything but win Money in the Bank. And the fans are a little indifferent, which I wish they weren't, but that's WWE's fault for pushing him way too quickly, in my opinion. If anything, he should still be United States champion. And he should have won next year's Money in the Bank. Because by that point, he could have had time to actually be with the fans, and all that stuff. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, kind of get him get it established first instead of just he's Vince's guy, so he gets everything he wants. You know.
Yep.
That's why I said.
And I say the fans are now. I don't know if it's genuine heel heat or if it's go away heat. I don't know, but let's face it. By this time next year, either he's going to be WWE champ or he's going to have failed his cash in. Now, there's a way to correct this. You can't have Seth Rollins be the only guy to cash in Mania.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. It just kind of it doesn't make sense for anyone not to.
Yeah.
And Cody Rhodes will probably be in the main event of WrestleMania, more than likely, unless Triple H changes his mind. But let's just go for that right now. We'll just say Cody Rhodes will, in some way, somehow, be in the main event of WrestleMania.
Okay.
That is probably. I know people want to see Cody have a title run, but if you want to make Austin Theory a heel, like a true heel,
yeah,
have him cash in after Cody finally won the title. Now you can have Cody beat him back forward eventually, but that would be a bigger, because a lot of people think he may cash in with Drew McIntyre if Drew McIntyre wins at Clash at the Castle,
which I hope he does.
It'll piss off the It will piss off the fans there, but I feel like it would be more heelish to cash in on Cody because everyone's loving Cody right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do. I would legit wait till Mania or the night after Mania or somewhere in between there and have him cash in on Cody. Now, or what you could do is no one's done this before. Maybe on the last day before it expires, they cash in and win the belt. Yeah. You gotta give Austin Theory some. You gotta give him something. You know, he's been pushed too fast, too hard. The man comes out there, gets his ass whipped every week, and gets these like random big match wins. No, it's not gonna work that way. It's not gonna work. So hopefully Triple H sees this and fix some things, but. We'll have to see. But yes, that match, the Bobby Lashley match, was absolutely fucking pointless. It was fine from what I saw of it. But again, they're both decent in the ring. Good in the ring, but
yeah,
no point because we already knew what he had intended to do anyway, which was cash in. He basically treated the United States title as an afterthought.
Yeah.
So, and I'm tired of, by the way, this Money in the Bank shit. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of people announcing when we're cashing in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cash in at SummerSlam when they're down. Like, come on, man. Why would you tell this? Why would you tell anyone this? Just let it be a surprise.
Yeah.
You know. But that's just how it is.
I mean, like how Seth Rollins did.
Yeah, Seth Rollins didn't say, I'm gonna cash in. I mean, a lot of people didn't, but it seems like a lot lately. You know, Big E, after tonight, I'm cashing in. And Austin Theory, I'm going to cash in at SummerSlam. I think someone else did it too. And it's like, come on, man. How about we just have the briefcase and kind of just disappear? You know?
Yeah. My thing is babyfaces tend to either announce or force a match, and heels tend to just announce when they're doing it a lot more, and it's actually annoying.
Well, they haven't booked a babyface Money in the Bank cash-in correctly since RVD. Actually, I'll say CM Punk as well.
Big E.
No, Big E was terrible.
But he cashed it in on Bobby Lashley.
Okay. There's a difference here.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley was hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, he was a heel.
Yeah.
But Big E not only announced that he was cashing in that night, Bobby Lashley had also an injured body part.
Yeah.
And I think and Bobby Lashley at that point wasn't a like despicable, slimy heel either.
Oh yeah.
CM Punk, when he did it against Edge at that point was the rated R superstar. He was a slimy, piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Yeah.
The character.
Yeah.
And when Batista bombed him, CM Punk cashing in on him, who has done that CM Punk cashing in on how Edge did was pretty much karma to Edge. Because Edge did the same thing. That's why I worked with CM Punk. Everyone else, as far as baby faces are concerned, the only one who did it correctly was Rob Van Dam.
Wait, what about
he actually cashed in a match legitimately. He picked the spot, he picked the win, he picked where, and he cashed in properly.
Oh.
Every other baby face that comes out with these, even Liv Morgan. Now, I'm not saying it's not smart, but you're cashing in on someone who is wounded, beaten up. That is a heel tactic.
True.
That's a heel tactic. You know, Big E did the same thing. Bobby Lashley, I think, quote, hurt his knee or leg, and here comes Big E with the briefcase. It's like, now did he wrestle Bobby Lashley legit in a cage match and beat him? Yeah, sure. But the damage is already done. You know, the damage has already been done. You waited till Bobby Lashley was weak and vulnerable, and you cashed in. That's a heel tactic.
You're right. Now that I think about it, you're absolutely right.
Now, he did tell Bobby Lashley, and I think he faced Randy Orton, and he did say, regardless of who wins, he was going to cash in that night on Raw, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that, once again, a babyface is attacking a heel, a injured star, and I'm supposed to be happy for Big E. I'm happy for Big E as a person winning the big one, but the creative decision of it was terrible. And then you look at the booking after that.
Yeah,
the booking after Big E won that belt was as if someone basically lucked into a title, and this is not Big E's fault. The booking of his title reign was as if someone legitimately lucked into the title because he was losing matches. It was terrible, man.
Yeah.
They have not pushed a babyface properly with the briefcase yet.
Okay. Well, the next match... No, actually, it wasn't a match. What's his name? Matt Riddle came to the ring and called out Seth Rollins and they brawled. And he got curb stomped. Now, I was a little agitated because I was like, why didn't you just wrestle in the match? But instead, they built it up to Clash of the Castle, in which, you know, at that point, I'm like, okay, I understand why they're just building that up to Clash of the Castle because their build up was kind of shit. But, you know, the fact that they're gonna that they postpone their match, I get it. And the fact that Riddle got curb stomped was like, you just lost again, technically. So, you know,
we have the brawl was fine. Riddle's intensity was fine, but we have a Rollins problem.
Yeah.
Not really a problem, but it's weird. I like Seth Rollins. I've liked Seth Rollins for a very long time. Babyface heel doesn't matter.
Yes.
But Matt Riddle is supposed to be the, like, I guess, beloved babyface, and he is.
Yeah.
But when I see Matt Riddle get curb stomped on the steel steps and curb stomped again, and the first thing I hear isn't boos to Rollins, it's not like indifference, it's people cheering him by singing his fucking song. In droves, not like one person in the crowd.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand heels can get cheered. We do that all the time. Yeah. I'm not really concerned about it. My thing is, how long do we go with this until Rollins is back to being a babyface? I still say he was babyface before he faced Cody. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Yeah.
He was primary baby. He was working pretty much babyface. But when do we pull the trigger on a Rollins face turn now? Not saying I want him as a face. I'm not saying I prefer him as a babyface, but the man comes out and he has people in droves singing his song. Now, yes, in the Triple H era, it probably doesn't matter. Yeah. Look at Bobby Roode at NXT. But it's like, it's, you know, he's beating down people and people are singing his song while he's doing the beatdown.
Yeah.
Do we keep Rollins heel and just have it go on? Which is fine. Or are they going to end up pulling the switch on Rollins and turning him babyface? I don't know. I mean, even Rollins, when he comes out, kind of plays to the fans. It's almost as if, well, I know what he's doing. He's the quote, quote, the Joker, quote, quote. And we all know how Joker has, like, warped personalities.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm curious to see how long they go with the Rollins heel turn, given the reactions that he's getting. Because if he feuds with someone like Austin Theory, he's going to probably be the babyface in that match.
Yeah.
Like Austin Theory. When he forced against Roman, he was clearly facing that match. By fans, too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
110%.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm loving Rollins' work. So, regardless of what they do and whether he turns face or heel or not, I just know that it's going to get to a point where WWE may have to pull the trigger on a face turn for him. Because A, he's running out of opponents as a heel. And B, I mean, he's over. Very much over right now. So, it's not like Becky when she was heel was indifferent. Rollins is a heel, and people are loving it, and they're cheering him, and it's only a matter of time. If you put him in something important, it may be a situation where you try to put him in a match against a babyface, trying to get the babyface over, but Rollins is the one getting the babyface reactions and being the one getting over. You don't want that. You don't want the babyface. You don't want a future babyface to fail because of the fans not pulling the trigger on Seth Rollins. It's almost the same. It's almost feel like the time when Rollins came back from his knee injury and he came out seeming like a babyface, but they turned him immediately heel. But the fans kept cheering him because they liked Seth Rollins, and they eventually was forced to turn babyface. By that point, it was too late.
Yeah.
And it took a while for his first face run to get going because of the hesitation from creative team. In this case, Rollins is a heel doing the best work of his singles career, at least in WWE. And the fans are loving it. The fans love the song. They love singing his song. He plays to the fans every fucking time it comes out, so it's not like he's shutting them up. He's encouraging them to sing his fucking song. So that's fine and dandy, but what happens when you want to get a babyface over and you try to use Seth Rollins to get that babyface over to the next level? When the babyface fails because the fans are cheering for Rollins. I don't want to say Riddle's a failure, but Riddle is getting his ass whipped, and the fans are giving Rollins all this praise.
Yeah.
It almost makes it seem like Riddle's a failure. I'm not saying he is. Fans still like Matt Riddle. But it's like, Rollins just curb stomped this man to oblivion, and all I hear is the crowd, it's like, okay. Who's the face? And then if you walk in, you ask yourself, who's the babyface here?
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. I'm sure Triple H will book properly, and the fans will just do what they want. I don't think Triple H gives a shit if the fans cheer a heel, again, Bobby Roode. So I don't think it matters to Triple H. I'm looking at it at a different angle. I'm looking at it when you, like I said, let's say you try to bring up a Braun Breaker and you're trying to build him up and you put him in a feud with Rollins.
Oh, yeah.
And Rollins is in the match getting all the cheers and Breaker's getting booed.
Oh,
at that point, Breaker's face runs over.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be, and then you look at Seth, it's like, well, maybe we should have turned Seth face or something. Braun Breaker's no Cody Rhodes. And even his matches against Cody Rhodes, still singing his song.
Yeah.
So, but it shows how good Rollins is, man. I don't want another babyface to suffer the we like this heel more than you, so fuck off.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about Mr. Rollins. Match should be good though.
Yeah, it would be good because Matt Riddle and him can be good in the ring. They probably would be better. Don't they hate each other in real life though?
No, that was squashed. I guess it was squashed. Now, according to the rumors and stuff, Rollins said basically he would not work with Riddle because Riddle's ex-wife talked shit about the WWE females in general. But in doing so, she had put up a picture of Becky Lynch. Not really calling out Becky Lynch by name,
yeah,
but she just put up a picture of Becky Lynch and then claiming that this is all the WWE women, and Rollins took offense to that as a understandable. That's his wife, or probably at that time girlfriend, or whatever.
Yeah, understandable.
And he didn't want to work with Riddle just because of that. But apparently, water under the bridge.
Yeah, because
like it's been water under the bridge for some time now. Yeah, but people look. I don't know, man. Look,
like literally, I would have been like,
I don't know.
I didn't say shit.
And it's probably what happened. I mean, whatever happened, it's water under the bridge now.
Yeah.
And it's fine. They're working together. Rollins either got over it or they hashed it out, which I do think they did because they've been seen together up, down, shit like that. So
yeah.
I mean, it's fine. The match will be good. That was the only thing. Truthfully, that was the only thing I was looking forward to at SummerSlam. But they got pushed back for Clash of the Castle. They're trying to build that show to be a bigger show than SummerSlam. Which, if that's what they want to do, more power to them.
Okay. That makes sense.
I would just want to watch the match, and Rollins will lose because it's what Rollins does nowadays. So.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. I get what you're saying. Next was the Mysterios versus Judgment Day. I do not know what they do with that faction anymore. It's officially
dead, man. Blow it up.
It's a dead faction. Edge came back, and I was like, okay, so yeah, y'all were right. That those vignettes were for Edge.
Edge coming back did nothing for me. The faction Judgment Day does nothing for me.
Yeah, Judgment Day has officially died.
They were dead the moment they kicked Edge out. I mean, this is the thing with Judgment Day, and I love Edge, great, but the group was already like in the ground when Edge was in charge. It wasn't getting over really.
Feuding with the Mysterios is not helping them either.
No, I mean, like I said, once they kicked Edge out, so with Edge there, it was pretty much in the ground.
Yeah.
But it had air, a little bit of a hole of air.
Yeah.
When they kicked Edge out, they pretty much locked the hole up, took the sand and poured all over their grave that was already there.
Yeah.
Exactly what they did. I like Finn Balor. He can be a great heel. We've seen it in NXT when he went back and he turned heel briefly.
Yeah.
Which I hope to God, if Triple H blows us up, that's the Finn Balor we get for a while. Anyway, that's what's needed. So one can hope, man.
Yeah.
But the Judgment Day is dead. I couldn't give two shits about Judgment Day and what any of them are doing. Finn Balor's wearing fucking plain pants with a purple rag, looking like a creative superstar on 2K that you want to make a Blood of Crip, but you want to make a new type of fucking faction instead of Bloods of Crips. I mean, Damian Priest, okay. Rhea Ripley, okay. I have no, care for any of this. So. Wildfang, are you still there? Wildfang? Wildfang. Well, people, I don't know where the co-host went. I don't hear him. I don't know if we're having technical difficulties. I really don't know. He runs the ship. I just kind of sail on it. Wildfang, are you around? Look at this guy. Professional. Is he back? It seems as if he's back. Top tier Wild Fang. Are you back with us, sir? I do not hear you if you are.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, yeah, I was there the whole time. I don't know what the fuck. This podcast is gonna be fucking hilarious because people will be like, "Well, I can hear Wfp and I can hear you. Why can't y'all hear each other?"
I don't know, man. I hear you fine just now. I didn't do anything on my end, so
I just unplugged my mic and plugged it back in and see what happened. That works. That seemed to have worked. But yes. What was that? Oh yeah. I was like, I pretty much was just like, yo, what happened? You know, like I miss the days when I could take at least 2 of those stars dead serious. I couldn't take Rhea Ripley serious after she lost to Charlotte Flair. Sorry. Losing to Charlotte Flair didn't make me take her any types of serious.
I don't know, man. Rhea, I don't know. The group is done. Blow it up. That's all I can say. Blow it up.
You know they're not gonna blow that up. Okay,
keep them heel. Keep them heel. Just blow it up.
Yeah, just change their name.
Put Damian Priest on SmackDown. Have him feud with Gunter, maybe. Keep Rio on Raw. Keep Finn as a heel. Have him feud with Bobby Lashley or some shit. I don't fucking know.
True.
Hopefully. Just blow it up, man.
Hopefully, something will happen. Because right now, like you said, I can't take them seriously in the slightest. I can't even fathom them as a unit. Like I just see 3 groups of idiots, and then they're feuding with the Mysterios. And then, what was the point of them going? You should join us, Dominic. And he said, "I'll join you." And then they still, I just don't get it. It's so stupid.
Well, I don't think none of us wanted to see Dominic Mysterio in that group anyway. That would have been even worse.
Yeah. Also, never mind. It's just, what was the point of Edge doing all those vignettes?
Return? I don't fucking know, man.
The vignettes were so pointless. I was just like, well, then if it is Edge, these are dumb. These are real dumb.
I mean, maybe he'll have some. Maybe he'll explain the vignettes on Monday. But I don't fucking know, man.
Do you really care at this point?
No, I don't give a shit. It's just Edge.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a babyface, and that's fine. It's Edge.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. It's Edge. It's not like it's some fucking, revolutionary thing. It's Edge being broody. We've seen that with Rollins already. It's nothing.
True. But next we will talk about Pat McAfee versus Corbin, which I did say was actually an okay match considering how safe Corbin can be, and Pat McAfee. I just need to have that man stop doing the back flip off the rope. I'm like, okay, we've seen it.
Hey man, it's a nice little spot.
It is a nice spot. Don't get me wrong.
Corbin's a good wrestler. It's unfortunately his gimmicks pretty much, he's not great, but he's good. It's just his gimmicks are fucking garbage.
All the damn time. I remember the Lone Wolf.
I mean, the Lone Wolf thing was fine.
Yeah.
Him just being a heel. Yeah. But then you got the Constable Corbin,
which is bad.
Then you got broke ass Corbin. Now you got happy Corbin.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, happy Corbin is literally bad. And like I don't think they know what to do with this man's gimmicks. And I'm like, yo, just make him the Lone Wolf again or something. Jesus Christ.
That'd be great.
Yeah, remember when he just came out, his theme was great and everything. Now his theme is awful.
Pretty much.
Speaking of, what happens to half the themes? What the hell happened?
They're all bad except for like maybe 5. No, a little bit more than 5. I would say there are maybe 10 good actual WWE themes right now, or at least about 10 that I actually like.
Yeah,
I don't know if you want me to name them, but
yeah, go ahead, name them real fast.
I'll try to name them. Rollins,
Yeah,
Reigns,
yeah,
Dakota Kai's, loved it. Io Shirai's, Sasha Banks if she was still there.
yeah.
Naomi, sorry, I like her heel one better, but fine. Asuka's, Finn Balor's.
Finn Balor's is exactly
Obviously,
the same.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying his theme song is fine. I've always liked this theme. Riddle's is fine. I'm not going to include Randy Orton and Edge. I'm not including them. Now, if you're talking about if we want to just break it down to just who's gotten the new themes,
yeah.
If we're breaking it down to that, Rollins, Roman, Sonya Deville's is good. Her new theme.
Yeah.
Ironically, I don't mind Jinder's new theme. I've listened to it a couple times. See how it's not bad. It's fine.
I have not heard it.
It's fine. He used it on SmackDown. And I can't think of anyone else. I know Alexa Bliss's new theme is fucking garbage.
I like the one where she was the Fiendette, but that was.
You mean the evil is mine thing?
Yeah.
The evil is mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that one too. Personally, my favorite Alexa Bliss theme was it was the original one, but mixed with the evil thing.
Yeah, that one.
It wasn't with the lyrics. Not with the lyrics.
Yeah, the one.
It was just like dan it. Yeah, dan it. Like
that
the
one.
deeper part. I love
like
that
one. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
The other one, the evil is mine. Welcome to my playground. It was okay. It wasn't shit. This new thing, garbage.
Oh yeah.
Really? Come on, man. And please turn her back heel. Triple H, please. You changing Becky, you're changing Ronda, who will get to Alexa Bliss. Stat. ASAP. Stat. She is good. Listen. I don't know what the fuck Alexa is at the baby. I mean, we're not including in ring. I'm just talking about characters. I don't know what the fuck Alexa is as a babyface. Get her out. Bring back the goddess or some type of heel character. I don't give a shit what the heel character is. Turn her heel. Stat. It's time. It's time. I'd rather have Carmella as a babyface than fucking Alexa Bliss. Wow, Fang. Did it happen again? Oh. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect and then I'm gonna be back to see if this works because I don't hear anything now. Let's see. Well, thanks. Okay, I've come back into the room and I hear nothing.
Oh my God. I apologize anybody watching this podcast that yes, we are having slight issues with this. I'm going to rejoin. Can you hear me?
I heard you come back. Yeah, I heard you come back right before you left.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I don't know what is going on, but
yeah, man. We're about to end the podcast anyway. Well, next is the Usos and the Street Profits, which, it was a great match, but it wasn't better than the last match. I was a little bit bored. And then like every time Montez Ford does the little frog splash and it fails, I'm just like, oh, I'm not surprised at all. Oh my God. Can they move on from this feud, please?
So on wrestling's Twitter, people were saying that Montez got frustrated or whatever. So
yeah,
I specifically went to that part of the match and watched the ending.
Yeah,
and I'm watching and I'm like, what did she get frustrated over? Because I saw the disbelief that he kicked out of frog. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. And I thought he got frustrated just in like a visual thing.
Yeah.
But no, he started yelling at Double J, Jeff Jarrett, and I'm like, but it was clearly a 2 count. There was no like shenanigans here.
Yeah.
Why are we having a tantrum?
And I think Jeff, I'm not gonna lie, that Jeff Jarrett thing was hella pointless.
I mean, he did nothing. He added nothing to the match.
Yeah.
That's why I've always wondered. And this has been something when referees fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Why did they go get... So when referees fuck up,
yeah,
the next move they usually make is either A, a no disqualification, which is fine,
yeah,
or B, they'll go get a special guest referee.
Yeah.
So why are we getting a special guest referee with really no referee experience?
I don't know.
Isn't that kind of backwards?
It's very backwards. But Usos, of course, retain, which made their match even more nonsense to me. It's just at this point, the Usos need to lose.
Who beats the Usos? There's no tag team.
That's the problem. But, we'll see at some point if they lose. And there's Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. Now, I did not expect anything going into this match. And sure enough, I was right. This match was really stupid. It didn't make any logical sense. The booking, the match itself was just terrible. And I'm glad I did not have high expectations for a Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey match. It was just, oh, okay. They're going to fight each other? Oh, okay. Ronda Rousey's going to beat the shit out of Liv Morgan? Oh, okay. That's all I saw. I'm like, oh, man. And then Liv Morgan gets a fluke victory, thus making Liv Morgan look weak as shit. Again.
Well, unfortunately, when you have someone like Ronda Rousey, there's really no one believable much in the women's. I mean, you look at Liv Morgan, you look at Ronda Rousey, there's really nowhere to bucket in terms of believability. No one believes that Liv Morgan is going to beat fucking Ronda Rousey.
Exactly. That's why I was just upset. Like, yo, come on, man.
The ending itself, I'm actually fine with because she didn't outright beat Ronda.
Yeah.
Now she did tap, and it's controversy, but it's for a Liv Morgan and the type of character that she is.
Yeah.
Against a person like Ronda Rousey, that ending is the most believable ending outside of like a small package roll up.
Yeah.
That I can believe. You're not gonna have her hit. You're not gonna hit. You're not gonna have Liv hit Ronda Rousey clean with Oblivion and win the match. Now, I probably would have booked something in that type of manner. Maybe Ronda fucks up the knee again, and you play it back, and then she gets hit with Oblivion to keep Liv Morgan kind of strong, because Liv Morgan right now looks weak as. But again, it's Ronda Rousey, so I'm not going to recount this one.
Yeah.
But you could have had Liv maybe focus the knee a little bit. Ronda tries something that she doesn't normally do, slips up, and maybe Liv catches her Oblivion and wins.
Yeah.
Keeping Ronda strong because she had a knee injury, but also kind of keeping Liv Morgan strong because she legitimately pinned Ronda again.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad with this ending. The only problem is, it's not really a problem, but again, Liv Morgan did tap out. Clearly tapped out before Ronda was counted 3. So you get I don't want to say weak, because again, it's Ronda Rousey. Everyone is weak to compare to her, really.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with the ending. And more importantly than that, Ronda turns heel. Thank fucking Christ, because her babyface work was god awful.
I'm sorry. I
don't
know.
Like her.
I can't seem to get behind Ronda Rousey.
I'm not really a fan. It's just that at least her being a heel is a role that is more suited for her.
Yeah.
I've never really been a huge Ronda guy in WWE. I mean, her first run was, fine.
Yeah.
I was fine. It was much better than this shit. But she's a heel. She's playing a character that she should have been upon arrival, or at least re-debuting.
Yeah.
Should have instantly been a heel. And with Becky turning face and Ronda turning heel, that's the WrestleMania match. I don't know if it's going to be for a title or not, but that will be the Mania match. Ronda versus Becky. Because Becky's back being face.
Yeah.
So, and Liv, I don't know where Liv goes from here. Because now you presented a heel Ronda, which should be more devastating than babyface Ronda, and you have Liv Morgan, who tapped out legit to Ronda and kind of won in a fluky but not fluky way.
Yeah.
And it looks like, unless you bring back Charlotte Flair to interject and you get a triple threat match where Liv Morgan can still another win, thus making her look weak. But again, look at who she's facing.
Yeah.
Minus Charlotte can be beaten. It's mainly Ronda. So we need to. If Liv Morgan survives this Ronda feud, then we can see how she's booked. But that's if she survives this Ronda feud. Even if Charlotte comes back, she still has to survive the Ronda feud. So I have no real judgment on how Liv Morgan is booked overall.
Yeah.
Because she's beaten people clean. She's beaten Natalya clean as a whistle. She's beaten people clean. But when it comes to Ronda, you gotta kind of put an asterisk there because it's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Not many people are gonna beat her clean in this company.
Makes sense.
So, we'll have to see.
Yep. And lastly, we gotta talk about the Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar match, which so far, I'm not gonna lie to you, while a lot of people are saying it was a good match, I still had my problems with it. The only difference was the fact that you can kind of do whatever you want to your opponent, but I was still under the oh man, this is the same shit happening. Suplex. They're just going to keep doing their shit, and then something different will happen. And then the Usos are going to interfere again, which is actually pissing me off now. It's like, okay, every match the Usos don't have to interfere in the match. It's starting to make Roman look a little bit like a bitch. I'm so sorry. But yes, you don't have to have the Usos interfere in every match. I would have loved it better if Roman just won the match. Like, literally, it took the Usos and freaking Theory, and that's how Brock Lesnar lost the match. And I was like, I hope this doesn't have Brock Lesnar go, oh, I'm entitled to another match. I'm going to be super pissed.
So, these guys have had matches, at least 7 to 9 matches together on a main stage. And the first one was fine. Good match, great match, perfect ending.
Yeah.
And this match was probably their second best match that they've ever had. And that's just because the other matches they had were fucking dog shit. Plunder saves a lot of things. And Plunder in this match saved a lot of things. Now, granted, I still don't give a shit about Roman and Brock. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit how good the match can be. I'm over it. I'm done. In fact, at this point, I'm done with almost every Roman Reigns feud. I'm done.
Yeah, because it's getting annoyingly pointless at this point.
There's no intrigue. I feel like WWE has run themselves into a wall, at least in the Vince McMahon era. Roman Reigns at this point, really, after he loses that belt, there's really no point in him being on television. and I'm over it.
Yeah.
There's no intrigue ever since after the Rollins feud. You know, even before then, but I wasn't as sick of it then because we had the potential Rollins feud, and you know, you had Cesaro and all that.
Yeah.
Which did nothing for anybody. Cesaro didn't get more over for it, but those were fine feuds, and the Edge thing was fine. So everything after Rollins has been garbage.
Yeah.
It's actually dampened the Roman title run. Roman's title run can be summed up in two halves. The first half, very good to great. The second half, absolute fucking garbage. Jinder Mahal, almost Jinder Mahal levels. Not as bad, but almost Jinder Mahal levels.
Oh, God.
In the second half.
Yeah.
And that's because he has not been there. He doesn't show up on Monday Night Raw, meaning Monday Night Raw has no championship to fight over. And it's been just nothing. Now, the Riddle thing was fine. The storyline with them. But that was more of a proxy of the Usos beefing with RK Bro.
Yeah.
So I'm not really, and of course that was meant to get Randy Orton versus Roman for SummerSlam, but of course Orton's hurt. So I'll say that was okay, but overall, the second half is garbage. Drew McIntyre, would I give, you know, should the 700 title reign be given to Drew? I'm not so hyped on that, but at this point, we got to take the belts off Roman. So,
for the love of God.
And even when we do, there's not, for me, once Roman loses the belts, there's really nothing for him left to do. I've said this before, and many others in the community have said this. This is possibly Roman Reigns' the last two Raw. I'm not saying he's going to retire, but you see how already he's part-time.
Yeah.
This is it. Because at this point, there's nothing else for him to do. Nothing. He'll lose to Drew. Hopefully. And when he loses to Drew, either A, he gets a rematch, or B, he doesn't. And he needs to just be that attraction babyface, because that's what's going to happen. And move on.
Yeah.
Have him be an attraction. Because there's nothing for him. Dude, he's not going to stay heel. I don't think he will. Yeah. I think once he beats Drew, whether in the first match or second match, if they do two matches, he'll turn babyface in one of these, I'm sure. Because he's not going to be a full-timer anymore. There's nothing left for him to do as a full-timer. Yeah. Championship reign for 700 days. Beating everybody except for Seth Rollins. I mean...
Yeah, you're right on that one.
There's nothing left for him to do. Yeah, you can revisit Seth Rollins, but without the championship, why would they even be feuding?
Exactly. Yeah, and like it's what you said. Like I hope, and after this, they, Classic Capture, they take that damn belt off this man, because I'm sick of the Roman thing. I'm sick of the head of the table. Roman is not right. Roman is great, he's actually growing quite stale to me. Yes, I'm like, I like the acknowledgement gimmick and I like the God gimmick. It's just like, come on, man. You're getting kind of boring with this shit. Like, I'm bored. This to the point where all his matches are exactly the same. Every single one of them. He gets hit with something. Usos interfere. He fucking wins the match with a spear. Or he ends it with a guillotine. The match is over. He wins again. I'm like, dude, let the man lose a match, or let the man win a match on his own. Jesus Christ.
And, hey man, LOL Roman wins, as they say.
Yeah, remember when it was LOL Cena wins? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
At this point, it's getting terrible.
It's worse with Reigns. I mean, it's worse, far worse.
Oh yeah, it's getting far worse. It's almost like, I can't watch a match anymore and be like, oh shit, this is a good match. At this point, I'm just like, oh man, I wonder when Roman's gonna win the match. Look at what happened. Brock Lesnar flipped the ring. He did all this and that. Theory came in, fucked up. First of all, Brock Lesnar is a fucking dumbass. Okay, a dumbass. That's twice twice this dumbass. And I really mean this shit. It's just twice. And whoever was booking it needs to get punched in the face. There is no possible way Brock Lesnar, right, is going to see the person who has the Money in the Bank briefcase beat up his opponent and then F5 the other person or fuck them over. And then, yeah, I'm like, dude, you did it with Braun Strowman, right? At this time, you did it with Austin Theory. Austin Theory was beating Roman Reigns' ass. Then was about to cash it in. And then you came and F5'd him? I was like, why didn't you just wait till he was done or cash it in? Or you know, be smart about it. That really wasn't smart of you, buddy.
Yeah, you could have just beaten the shit out of Austin Theory. But I guess they'll say he wanted to beat Roman on his own. You know, that bullshit.
It's whatever. I don't care.
Brock is a babyface now. Remember?
Yeah, okay. The worst babyface I've seen in my life.
I like this babyface Brock. The babyface Brock is fun. It's fine. It's just I don't give a shit about the Roman Brock shit. Yeah. I'm done.
Makes sense.
I was over it. Shit. After the first time they fucking fought, honestly.
Yeah, and then the third time they fought it, and the 9th time they fought it, and the 11th time they fought. Anyway, but that being said, overall this pay-per-view was better than the last time, and at least had, you know, more things. You know, I at least had fun watching this one. Other than that, man, I was just like, bruh, fuck this.
The in-ring parts of the show, I thought, from what I've seen and, you know, from the clips and all that, and the impact of EO and Dakota, you're seeing the change slowly.
Yeah.
And like I tell people all the time, Triple H is not going to just turn it to something better in 2 days or 2 weeks or even 2 months. It's going to be 6 months, maybe even a year, maybe even longer than a year, but you'll see subtle changes slowly integrated into the shows.
Yeah.
SummerSlam to me wasn't a bad show from what I've seen.
Yeah.
It was fine. Even the little bits I watched, you know,
yeah, I
was fine with most of it. Now the Brock shit I could give two fucks about.
Yeah.
But it was not a bad show. This isn't like fucking, I'm not coming on here shitting on the show saying I don't give a shit about every little match. Yeah. You know, the only match I really, you know, the Ronda stuff, whatever. But the Ronda match itself was not that good, but the ending and the heel turn is what was needed, and it got done. So I'm happy with that. So this was not a bad show.
Yeah.
It was fine. We have Clash of the Castle next. I believe it's in September, so we were building to that. I don't know who the Usos face, honestly. I don't. Roman, Scott, Drew. Seth's gonna fight Riddle.
Yeah.
You'll probably get a triple threat with Ronda, Charlotte, and Liv. You'll probably get Bayley and Bianca. So the show is looking, on paper, pretty good.
Yeah.
And we'd have to see what Triple H does in the meantime.
Yeah, and I hope he adds. I hope he really does add back number one contendership matches, which would be great. But that's a dream. Other than that, man, we are set for this podcast. Did you have anything else you wanted to say, or are you good to go?
I am good to go. Oh, one thing while playing on the gaming side, are you playing PSO2 when it comes to PlayStation?
I didn't even know it was coming to PlayStation. Yes, I will.
It comes out at the end of August on PS4/5.
Oh, okay.
New Genesis, PSO2, and PSO2 New Genesis.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I'll play it. I don't have anybody to play it with on the Xbox right now.
I mean, you have me.
Oh. Well, I don't have my Xbox.
But it's coming on PlayStation, so
yeah.
I mean, and there's more. I have more people that's gonna be trying to get there, so you are fine to join us.
Yes, sir.
Outside of that, I don't have anything else really.
All right.
Except for Dark Souls 2 drop rates are fucking garbage. I've been doing this one thing since we've been doing this podcast.
I've been playing Soul Sacrifice.
With 3 items that increases your drop rates, and the drop rates are ass.
Welcome to the Dark Souls 2 club, buddy. Where everybody hates this fucking game. Okay, everybody who's a Souls fan hates this game, but it's still a good game.
What's a good game? I hate these drop rates, bro. Like this shit is bad.
Oh yeah.
And I'll tell you who we fighting off at, so we can just close it up.
Yes, sir. All right.